Hi, let us continue with the previous class what we learned in the optical fiber about the critical angle and total internal reflection or the basic working principle of an optical fiber. The total internal reflection is allowing what type of signal can allow the core and which type of signal cannot allow the core. That can be explained with the help of acceptance angle and acceptance cone. What is acceptance angle? It is the angle of incidence at the end phase of the optical fiber for which the ray can be propagated through the core material of an optical fiber. So it is the angle of incidence at the end phase of an optical fiber for which the ray can be propagated through the core of the material, and this angle is called as an acceptance angle. Acceptance cone, the cone obtained by rotating the ray at the end phase of the optical fiber around the optic axis with an acceptance angle, is called as an acceptance cone. If any light signal enter through the acceptance cone, then it can propagate through the optical fiber and also core, and it is released at the other end of the optical fiber. Let us see here, we are showing the optical fiber core. This is the core, and this top layer is called as a cladding. The light enters at the maximum angle of incidence at the face of the core, and where the acceptance angle is made here, this acceptance angle, the light get reflected like this and get total internal reflection and release the other end. This is called as an acceptance angle and acceptance cone. The radius of the acceptance cone is called numerical aperture, that is optical gathering capacity. We will discuss optical gathering capacity after completion of the acceptance cone and its derivation. Let us now derive the acceptance angle expression. To get the equation of acceptance angle, let a light ray propagating through the optical fiber by total internal reflection, they must be incident of the optical fiber with an angle of acceptance theta 0 as shown like this. This is the core of an optical fiber. This is the cladding of an optical fiber. Let the core has a refractive index of n1 and cladding has a refractive index of n2, which is less than the refractive index of n1. Assume the optical signal or light ray enter the interface point of an end phase point of an optical fiber at the axis with an angle of theta 0, and that light propagate through the core and it grazes the interfacing surface of cladding and core and with an angle of refraction 90 degrees at B. Now this signal can transfer from this end to the other end of the optical fiber, so that the optical signal can start to propagate at this condition. At this condition, we can derive this is the acceptance angle, maximum angle of incidence at the end phase of an optical fiber which can propagate through the optical fiber, where it is called as a theta naught. So to get that one, apply Snell's law at the 2 points. One is the interfacing point of air and core at A, and the other one is applying Snell's law at the interfacing point of core and cladding at B. Let us applying Snell's law at B first. At this point, this is the first refractive index and cladding is the second refractive index. So that we can write the Snell's law as n1 into sin theta 1 is equal to n2 into sin theta 2. That is the Snell's law. According to that, we can write first medium is n1 into sin of, here the angle is this theta 1, this is 90 minus theta 1. So n1 into sin of 90 minus theta 1 is equal to n2. And we simplified a sin of 90 minus theta 1 can modified as n1 cos theta 1 is equal to n2. Cos theta 1 is equal to n2 by n1. From this we can calculate sin theta 1 is equal to 1 minus cos square theta 1 whole power 1 by 2. That is equal to square root of 1 minus n2 square by n1 square, called equation 1, where this is the value of sin theta 1. Now we can apply Snell's law at point A. What is happened? By applying Snell's law at A, n0, this is the first medium. So n0 means this is the medium of refractive index of medium of A and is taken as n0, and refractive index of the core is the second medium, as you know that it is n1. So n0 into sin theta 0 is equal to n1 into sin theta 1 according to Snell's law. Sin theta 0 is equal to n1 by n0 sin theta 1. Substituting sin theta 1 value from the equation 1, we get sin theta 0 is equal to n1 by n0 as it is, and sin theta 1, instead of that we can write square root of 1 minus n2 square by n1 square. Simplifying this equation, what you get, n1 square minus n2 square whole power 1 by 2 divided by n0 means square root of n1 square minus n2 square by n0. As the fiber is in air, n0 is equal to 1, therefore the equation 3, this equation 3 becomes sin theta is equal to square root of n1 square minus n2 square. And from this we can write acceptance angle theta 0 is equal to sin inverse root of n1 square minus n2 square. This is called acceptance angle expression. Similarly, we will go to derive the expression for numerical aperture. The numerical aperture is defined as light gathering capacity of an optical fiber expressed in terms of maximum acceptance angle and is termed as a numerical aperture. It is the proportional to the acceptance sign of acceptance angle. So, numerical aperture can be expressed by means of n of A is equal to numerical aperture is equal to sin theta 0. According to the definition of numerical aperture, NA is equal to sin theta 0, which is equal to root of n1 square minus n2 square. Let delta be the fractional change of refractive index, means delta is nothing but n1 minus n2 by n1. Refractive difference of refractive index of core and cladding to refractive index of cladding is core is called as a refractive index change in fractional refractive index change in refractive index. And this value can substituted in the above equation instead of n1 minus n2 as delta n1. So we will get n now numerical aperture is equal to delta n1 into n1 plus n2 whole square, because we are writing here n1 square minus n2 square whole power 1 by 2 can be written as n1 minus n2 into n1 plus n2. That can be written as like this, so that we get this value. And hence we are taking n1 as approximately equal to the summation. So n1 plus n2 is equal to n1. Writing instead of n1 plus n2, we can write a 2n1. So we will get 2n1 square delta whole power 1 by 2. That n1 square is cancelled with half, and so the n1 into root 2 delta. This is the expression for numerical aperture in terms of fractional difference in refractive index. And this optical fiber numerical aperture is depend upon the refractive index of core and the difference of refractive index of core and cladding, but not on the material and any other thing. This is the refractive index of an optical fiber. Thank you.